Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Sactown Sports.
Back at Kings Media Day, Golden One Center practice facility, Whitey Gleason, Chris Watkins. Do you remember this, Chris? It was right before the series between the Kings and the Warriors started.
Yeah.
And I think we had Deuce on, and I was telling Deuce, Alex Len is going to play in this series. And he got, and joining us now, I told you he was going to play. I didn't know he was going to join us now. We're thrilled to have Alex Len joining us. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, guys.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Glad to answer whatever questions you guys have.
Awesome.
Yeah. What's the mood like in camp this year as Media Day is upon us compared to what it was just a year ago?
I feel like it's just a lot more like everybody familiar with each other, same coaching staff. So I think it's going to be a lot like smooth sailing going into the season. Having
a lot of continuity, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like we got the same players, same coaching staff. So I feel like the beginning of the season is going to be a lot faster for us. Just we will be able to just get rolling a lot faster than last year.
Yeah. I mean, last year he mentioned, what was it like to kind of wait for your turn last year?
Yeah.
But then, I mean, you took your opportunity and ran with it. Was that difficult to kind of wait it out and then just kind of know and watch every game and, go through practices feeling like, man, I feel like I can help this team?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't easy at times. At times it was like, you let your ego get in the way a little bit. Like I should be playing with somebody not playing well and then stuff like that. But I was just trying to focus on, just everyday tasks, just coming in, get my work in, get in the weight room, get extra shots at nighttime. And thanks to the coaching staff who kept me focused. Like they would always just talk to me, just keep waiting. Your opportunity might come, might not, but just keep. It's better be ready than not. And Mike came to me, I think it was like 5 games left in the season,
right?
And he was like, "Man, you think you're ready to go?" I was like, give me a couple
give me
a couple of games to get my legs under me, and then he was like, "All right, you have 5 games to get in shape before the playoffs."
Wow.
And they just happened.
You obviously were ready and you wanted that. Did it surprise you at all, though, that at that point he came to you like, "Hey, we want to ramp you up"?
To be honest, yes. I was like, it was late in the season, after usually after first 50, 60 games, you have your guys, and I feel like, all right, I was out of there, but it's like I'm just stay ready in case somebody gets an injury or something like that. But it worked out.
Yeah.
Why was coming back the right move for you this year?
I think it's more about, for me, it was more about just relationships and having a connection with the guys and kind of like unfinished business the way we finished last year. I felt like we should have won that game 7 and just coming back. I think if everybody gets just a little bit better, we can push this thing.
Alex Len with us. I asked Monty McNair this question. Do you think that just having played Mike Brown's defense for a year, does that make you better at it this year, having played it for a season?
Yeah. I think
as a team?
That and having the same guys, like knowing personnel, know each other's weaknesses and strengths, and going into the season, we're just going to be, it's just going to be a lot more easier. We already know what to expect from each other, and just we can talk to each other a lot better from knowing, just keep each other accountable. I think that's going to be a lot easier going forward.
Was it strange? A lot of people couldn't understand. I couldn't understand why the defense at times on the road was so good, and then at home it wasn't nearly as good. Is there any explanation for that?
Nobody.
I don't think
we try to figure out all year, and we couldn't figure it out. So we're going to try to get better at it. We got JaVale, so we're going to try to protect the paint as much as we can, and hopefully we get better. The schemes from last year to this year. So
sure, gotcha.
I mean, it's no secret that in that playoff series, you guys really struggled with the glass and controlling the glass, and Kevon Looney had himself a fantastic series. What adjustments can you guys make this year to make sure that just doesn't happen again?
We'll see what coach come up with, but that game 7 was tough though. Like it felt like just the ball was just bouncing their way every single time, especially in that third quarter. But I feel like coach talked about he might try to play 2 centers at the same time, like either Domas and me, Domas and JaVale. So we'll see if that works.
What was that like to play in that first game? You played so well, game 1 against the Warriors. The crowd was unlike anything any of us had ever seen. What was that like for you to play in that game?
That was amazing. I don't know. Since I was young, I always kind of like the tournament games, like with the games with a lot on the line. I feel like it's no pressure. Like I just get excited for it. I don't know. I I felt better than in the regular season game. I was so excited for the game. Yeah, and it just
Because all the excitement just kind of carried you a little.
Yeah.
kind of that too. Yeah, and you just felt the energy, and I don't know, it was just amazing. Like it was the best. Like after this playoff run, I was like, man, I want to be in the playoffs to the rest of my career. It just is the best.
I got to tell you, you are my favorite player to watch for pregame warmups every single game. I make sure to watch yours. I'm sorry, it's not because of you, it's because Coach Triano throws you some of the most insane passes I have ever. He legitimately thinks he's Jason Williams. Do those passes ever catch you off guard, or is it just like, does he tell you he's going to do these things?
You think he's a Pete Maravich?
He really does. No, he really does.
But when he throw the bad passes, I actually like it because he prepares me for the game, just for the bad passes, and just kind of gets my
little
reaction time going. So I like when he's doing that.
Yeah.
What would you say that people that are sympathetic to what your homeland is going through? What is the best way for us to help? If people want to help out Ukraine, what would you say is the best way for us to help?
I mean, the best way is we need weapons. That's number one thing. Just because we literally in disadvantage, we don't have. They got advantage on us in people, in artillery, weapons, everything. So if anybody can help with weapons, that's number one thing. And
just donations.
Yeah, I have my own foundation, but I help refugees because NBA told me I can't help with I can't help the army. So just because it's business at the end of the day. And but I have my Lend a Hand Foundation that helps with refugees. The people who got affected got to lost their families and homes, and they moved. So I try to help with everything I can.
And how can we find more information on that? And we will make sure that gets out.
It's Lend a Hand Foundation on Instagram, and the website. The same thing. Lend a Hand with the LEND Hand Foundation.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
What do you ultimately hope that this team can accomplish this year?
Coach made it clear for us, championship. That's what we're competing for, and I think we got enough to do it.
Yeah,
we got enough power in it.
Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah,
we appreciate it. We're big fans.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
and
Alex.
It's nice to meet you.